That's very true.
Oh, hi. Hear what I'm saying? Fucking idiot. All right. With that, we got the ginger, we got the garlic, we got the lime. That's all we need right now. I'm going to add to that our favorites, the 4 horsemen of Asia.
Make sure we can see it, dumbass.
And some chili flakes.
This is like the
I'm
worst.
going to go out on a limb and speak for all of Asian cuisine and say those are the most important ingredients. It's important. Growing up, Cincinnati, Ohio, my family.
Dad was a bricklayer.
Father, bricklayer. Mother, union worker. Yet we still made time for Asian cuisine. That's going to cut through that meat right there.
This is an old family recipe, isn't it?
Old Dorger family recipe.
It goes back about 7 or 8 generations.
We've been making this forever. This is a little bit of oyster sauce here, the kicker. People get excited about this one. I do as well. We'll see if this even fucking works out. I really think you just gotta throw it straight in the blade. A few different things we got with the burrito. Whole head of cabbage. There's some bad things here.
No, I know you will.
You won't be seeing this kind of stuff at Julienne in the School of Cordon Bleu, will you? But this is the way it works in the real kitchens in America. Never. Flavors probably to come from that steak and the garlic and the mayonnaise and the sauce and stuff. But what you really don't know is the subtle flavor that's gonna make folks keep coming back for your burritos. That's that red cabbage we all know and love.
Talk to us what else you throw red cabbage in, outside of this specific recipe.
Yes, of course, yes. I usually just, I'll have to cut that there, but yes, of course. I usually throw red cabbage, and it's the same stuff that you all throw it in. So I don't want to be like redundant here, but yeah, I put it in my eggs. We all put it in our eggs. We all cover it in vinegar and make hot slaw. We put it on sandwiches. We eat it just plain, right? You gotta dip it in ranch. Dip it in guacamole. I like I said, cabbage has been flying off the shelves across the U.S., especially among my fan base, and I'm not surprised, right? Because it's just so versatile. But if you look at that, that's going to come together beautifully. So we'll have this. What's going to make this different, though? A little tip from the top here. So we're going to throw a little bit of amplifiers on it here.
Ooh.
Let me get something. Let me get something from here. Real quick. Three things here. And get this. So, all right, so come in here. All right, this is before anything else. You're gonna want to put on these crushed red peppers. The reason for that is they're gonna start loosening up and moistening up when they start coming in contact with the juices from our favorite red cabbage and from the carrots. And because of that, they're gonna get a little bit spicier. So don't tell your friends, but it's gonna be So in that cabbage, you can get a little space here. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of sugar. And we're gonna throw a little bit of extra because we're making it for some friends upstairs today. So gotta make sure that everyone's happy. A little bit of salt, just to make sure that all the flavors are coming out, and then just Mama's secret, a little bit of rice vinegar here. Not too much to pickle it, but just enough to make sure there's some flavor infused. So gonna give that a little shake up. What's gonna happen is those sugars and the salt there are gonna start breaking down the natural sugars within the red cabbage and the carrots. So in a sense, it's kind of just going to loosen up a little bit, start shaking it up, and it's going to be just a little bit easier on it, a little bit more toothsome.
Can you show us how it loosens up a little bit again with the shoulder move?
Yeah,
okay, yep.
It's just going to be a little bit more toothsome. You know? Okay. So the funny thing about this is, and I always laugh about this part, but now we're just going to basically let this sit for the rest of the time until we're ready to go. Okay. This is the hardest part of the whole prep here. We got the rice that's all chilled and dried and ready to be fried, but you just gotta cut up all this garlic. But I'm really excited about the garlic fried rice. I just feel like people forget about it. Like even last night I was at a party last night, and we were talking, and at one point we just go, whatever happened to garlic fried rice? And you know, lo and behold, I'm making it for him this morning. So, huh? Well, you've been out beating off. I've been out here fucking slaving away on this sriracha mayo here. Every time you go to a place, it's like sriracha mayo costs extra, sriracha mayo costs extra, sriracha mayo costs extra. It's really easy to make yourself too. You don't actually have to pay extra for it. You can even call it aioli and charge for it too.
And you usually bring it to your restaurant yourself because you like your homemade better, right?
I do. I like the homemade better. I swear. I'll pay if it's like a small business or something. But if I'm going to Chili's or TGI Fridays or something like that, you best believe I'm making my own sriracha mayo before I go. That shit ain't cheap. There you go. All right, on to everyone's favorite. Everyone was asking about it again last night. It's like garlic fried rice. Where did it go? Well, here it is. We're about to show you here. So we're getting that. It's a little too hot, probably. Someone call it ripping hot, but I don't know. We're not gonna take 2 takes of this thing here. We're gonna fire away. Let it sit for a sec. This before it gets too hot. And sachet flambe. Here we go. It's all in there. With that, I think it's important that we pull it back on the heat and add in our garlic that everyone's been asking for. You've been asking, you shall receive.
And this came from your grandma's recipe, correct?
It did. Yes, it did. My grandma adored it. She primarily made German food, but sometimes when my papa would come home, he'd be craving. He'd have a hankering for some garlic fried rice, chow mein, and just some peace and quiet. Good. It's a little bit hot here. Oh, there you are. We got this thing ripping hot. It's actually a little bit too hot, honestly, but we're gonna just kiss these things on the grill here. I'm not sure what the Surgeon General says. I'm gonna give them 30 seconds here. Interesting enough, that's the skirt steak we were talking about yesterday. Look how dark that coloring is. It's important, actually, because these things are going to be quick hitters. Ready? 3. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Let's see. Bang.
Ooh.
Bang. I'm dead serious. 30 seconds is all I want those things on. Let's see if this side. This is a thicker cut. That was a bad call. We're good. How was last night? I think these are almost ready here, Troy.
So Reese, this is just a regular Saturday morning.
Yeah.
What's your go-to when you cook on Valentine's Day dinner for your sweetheart?
Valentine's Day. Oh, I usually don't cook and tell, but since me and you were having such a good time here, I find it makes the most sense to actually hunt for my own meat Valentine's Day. The crime one brings her and I back to a state of sort of like the Garden of Eden, if you will. I don't want to spend too much time doing this, but I got a cuke here. And when you got a cuke, you got to use a cuke. So I'm going to cut it up into little strips, just like they have at the sushi bars that me and my friends go to often, like that. And that's going to get thrown, cut it in half again too. That's going to get thrown inside that burrito right there. I think people are going to like that. Right. When I'm making burritos for my friends, I only trust La Rosa. That's it. We're going to make some eggs here. Come here, babe. Come here. Kerrygold. Let me tell you a little secret. Don't skimp on 2 things in life. Toilet paper and Kerrygold. Get the good stuff. You'll be happier. All right. I'm going to put, as Gordon would say, a knob of butter in there. Just going to give it the old shaker. Try to get some coverage here before. And you know, people say, can I fry this with oil? Can I fry this with, do I have to fry it with butter? Can I just use margarine even? The answer is no, you can't. JP can attest. Butter smells better, therefore it is better, you know? So we're gonna stick with that. I'm gonna go 1 egg for now because I'm just gonna show sort of the beautification of the soul burrito before I go and start making it for the fellas upstairs and the missus. But that should do it for now.
Ooh.
That should do it for now. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I want that to get crisped up, but I'm gonna just give it the old flip right there. That should be enough. That should be enough. All right, it's dynamite. Yeah, I'll do thin cuts, just so everyone gets feels like they get enough. And it's cooked. It's gonna be delicious. I mean, it's just ripping in flavor. And I don't think it needs too much. This is it right here. This is it. This is pulling it all together. All the hard work, all the tears, all the laughter, the hugging, the singing. We're gonna put it all in the burrito now. And that's what we all came here for. So let's start off with the garlic fried rice. I know I keep harping on it, but everyone's gonna be going berserk about this, because this garlic fried rice has just been the talk of the town around here. I don't know about if it's made it back to like Chicago land area or something, but out in the Bay, everyone keeps talking about garlic fried rice. All right, on top of that, we're going to add the pretty stuff. The fan favorite, the red cabbage and the carrot, not to be forgotten. A little bit on there. A little bit goes a long way, as they say. With that, we're gonna throw on our little kind of sushi guard. We'll put 2 on there because I like you people. And then we have our steak, the famous marinated steak here. I'm gonna see, go this way, that way, that way. I don't know. I can't give too much because I got to make it for a lot of people, and the missus always gets angry when it's just too big. That was a little bit raunchy. And then the egg on top. That's gotta be nuts.
Ooh.
Just kiss it. Just kiss it. Just kiss it. Please just kiss it. Not too much. Just kiss it. She's kissed. And is that thing ripping ready to go? Yeah. All right, so here's where the money's made, all right? Gotta bring this over. Yep. Bring that back like that. Turn that inside. Yep. Turn that inside. Yep. 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 And we're home. All right, let's get that on the griddle. Give that thing a little bit of oomph to it there. I think that's gonna be fucking money. Logged on the web. First of all, I got a lot of negative reaction from the web last time for my golf vlog, so we switched it up to the food vlog here. This is really where I feel more at home. But anyway, to finish her off, showcase right down there, nice serrated knife. Let's see that shebang. How's that look, Troy? Any good?
That's beautiful.
Any good? I think the missus will like it. I'll go give it to her.